All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad you're watching Afrique 24-hour TV. This is Afrique 24-hour TV, and this is our daily political talk show. Of course, this is Afrique 24-hour TV, and if you're joining me for the first time, I would just want to try to tell you that you need to start by liking, subscribing, and sharing our channel. Go to YouTube there and look for Afrique TV, subscribe, like, and share with your friends and relatives. Today is that day that you people have been waiting for. Of course, it is 14th February 2024. Hii ni ile siku ya mapenzi, and as you can see, I think the studio is almost full. You can see people have been putting on some red garments. I don't know why they're putting on red today. I don't know what has happened. Look at the theme. It is Valentine special. Today is that day that you call Valentine. I know we've been having such kind of discussion, things to do with love, mapenzi, and such kind of things. So besides politics, today is Valentine special. The show that we're going to give you today is a cocktail of love issues. So we are going to have some politics that have been marinated with some sort of love. And if you can see today, I'm having MC Jesse Mwas. You know, when you see MC Jesse, unakumbuka ile bed of roses. Somebody will be wondering, what is MC Jesse doing today? Are we talking of love? Of course, it is the day of love. It is a day that you people need to show love to your family. You need to show love to your spouse, and of course, love to your loved ones. The loved ones can be your workmates, your family, or those people who are close to you. I'm also joined by Nelly Okelo and Boniface Kimanzi. So today it's gonna be hot. So if you're joining me for the first time, start by liking the video and share with your friends and relatives. And before I maybe steer this kind of debate or this kind of show, I'll first of all give it to MC Jesse Mwas atuambie siku ya leo imekuwaje kwa ile dunia nyingine ya mapenzi. I might not be good in those areas, but Jesse is here. He will steer us. Ataweza kutuelezea kumekuwaje huko na aweze kutuuliza moja kwa moja, siku yako imekuwa vipi? Je, umenunua maoa? Je, umepokea zawadi ama umepeana zawadi? Umepewa talaka ama kama hukuwa na mtu? Wakati uliopita tulizungumzia kuwa kwenye baridi, lakini sasa utatuambia, je, umetoka kwenye baridi ama leo umeweza kurudi kwenye baridi? I know there are some people whose relationship have been shaken today simply because you did not send that message saying happy Valentine, or simply because you didn't send that M-Pesa, received, confirmed, blah, 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 you've received, or simply because you did not post somebody on your WhatsApp status, or you did not post somebody on your social media. Na pia najua kuna wale wameweza kupata leo, pengine ulifika pale ukanunua maoa kwa wakati unaofaa na ukaweza kupata mtu ukampatia maoa na akapokea. We are going to get that. So as I welcome my panelist, MC Jesse, I want to give you this opportunity to take us through the world of Valentine. I hope you understand that world better. Karibu sana na uweze kutusalimia alafu uendelee. Mimi nitashikilia baadaye wakati tutatoka huko kwa mambo ya mapenzi tukienda kwa mambo ya siasa. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Leo. Thank you so much, panelists, and also everybody who is watching us live through Afrique 24 TV, where we bring you the best, the most admired stories in the whole world. I want to welcome you on this special day. Na leo lazima tuchambue mbivu na mbichi, tujue mambo yamekuwa namna gani, kama mambo yamekuwa fiti ama kimeturamba. And I believe and trust each and every person, wherever you are, you have been able to appreciate love and also ensure that world is full of love. And we want to disseminate and also demystify this issue of love and Valentine and see what is it that we have been doing. Is it a practice? Is it a procedure? Is it something that is supposed to happen each and every day? Or it's supposed to happen just one single day? I got a surprise today, and I believe each and every one of us has a surprise. This one I got from my workplace. So I don't know if, Boniface, I want to bring you on board. Boniface, how has your day been? Do you have anything to show us that you have really celebrated love today? Boniface, maybe before I get Boniface, I can get Nelly. Nelly, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Very
Actually, I
fine.
don't know.
Welcome.
Happy Valentine. guys.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too. How has your day been?
I'm
Nelly, it seems you are still enjoying your Valentine. Yeah, it
oh
seems
yes,
Nelly
I'm
is
still
still
enjoying my
having.
Valentine. Now. People are celebrating. The places are full, the places are packed. So Kenyans are celebrating Valentine's. So how was your Valentine?
My Valentine was awesome. I think we'll give Nelly some few minutes to get on board, but I can get back to you, Leo. We have seen quite a number of happenings today. I don't know how your day was. Have you been able to celebrate love? Have you been surprised, or have you surprised someone? Ama kimekuramba.
Thank you so much, MC Jesse. I have to start by admitting that the day have really been quite good. It has, to me, it has been a normal working day, being a Wednesday, and for once, I've realized that I've always thought that I'm loved. But if giving gifts and flowers and such kind of things are a show of love, then I can comfortably say that I'm not yet loved unless maintain my belief that love is beyond the flowers and all the hula balloons that we normally see on these kind of days. Because today, actually, I've not seen any flower, I've not received any gift, but I still have hope that the 2 hours that are remaining so that we can reach midnight, I might be able to get something. Thank you.
That's a good confession, and we'll be getting back to you to know how it has been, because I believe you have been in this world for quite some time, and I also believe that this has been the issue. And we also want to have an interactive session with our viewers, wherever you are, wherever you're watching us. As you subscribe and also like, kindly share your comments, your views about this Valentine's Day. Let's have a discussion. Is it just a normal day? Is it something that we celebrate? Let's also have an experience of what has taken place, and how it has been. We are sure that so many people today have had what we call hearty moments, but to others, they may have had what we call heart aches and such. And we also want to get an experience. I want to bring on board Boniface Kibanzi. Boniface, how are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
Very fine. I can see and spot a Valentine smile from you. How has your day been?
Quite well, but I did not receive any flowers today, nor I've never received any gift in those Valentines. I've been to this planet for over a decade, but I've never received any flowers. So, according to me, when it comes to Valentine, I don't prioritize on Valentine because we don't get those flowers. We don't get the prioritizing. Once we meet someone, they are always wanting to get. It is not two-way. They want to get it from you all the time. So according to me today, I just went on with my duties and I'm here back home. So I don't prioritize on Valentine because I don't see any importance. We all know that Valentine is made for loved one. So today, I just made a call to my mother, my sisters, my brothers, and told them Happy Valentine's because when you focus Valentine in terms of matters of love, then that gender, that gender, they always focus on getting it from the man. So you will always end up getting nothing. So that is my case. I hope you have heard it.
Yes, yes. Now, and you're bringing on a very tricky issue that, and this is also some sentiments that
You
have also
hearing
been
me?
shared. Leo, yes, yes, we have heard you. Leo, uh, does it mean this is more of a ladies' affair than a men's affair? Because it seems that the boy child has really been forgotten. Is that the notion?
All right, just to be sincere with you, I know Valentine have existed, and maybe if I don't, if I don't trace maybe uh, where it started and how people have been celebrating, what has always been happening that the Valentine has been diverted to mean that it is ladies who are on the receiving end, and the men or the gentlemen are the ones who are supposed to be on the giving end. So it has been meant that we believe that it is ladies who should be receiving gifts and men are the ones who should be giving gifts. So when people talk of Valentines, you normally hear of ladies saying that, okay, I expecting to receive some flowers, I'm expecting to receive some gifts, or I'm expecting some treats. But we don't hear of ladies who are planning how they are going to gift their men, or the men they love, or the men they value most, or how they are going to treat the men that they value most. It is normally about men treating ladies. So I don't know where this kind of belief or the tradition came from, because it feels or it seems like it is men who are responsible for giving out the gifts on the Valentine Day, to an extent that if a lady fails to get a gift, they will condemn the day. But if men fails to get the gift, it's different. Like today, if you do a research, you'll find that the people who've received, like 70% of ladies have received gifts from the men who they feel value them, unlike men. Few men will confess that they've received gifts, save for you and maybe some few who might have been lucky to get some few ladies who are more reasonable to understand that Valentine is not about ladies receiving, but it's about showing some love and concern and some affection to both of you. So maybe I don't know what we can do so that we can be able to tell the other gender. If I talk of the other gender, I mean the female gender, that this thing called Valentine, or when you talk of love, it is a two-way traffic whereby you scratch my back and I scratch your back. It is not a matter that you have to wait for the man to scratch your back, so you just relax. So as a matter of fact, it is a matter, it's a day for ladies. The people who celebrate Valentine's most are ladies, not men. And most men, like 60% of men, are not even aware of this thing called Valentine. It is ladies who value the day. They are the ones who are making the maximum use of the day, and they ensure that at the end of the day they've benefited. And if they fail to get flowers, you'll see them complaining. I've never seen any man complaining that today, you see, nobody gave me a flower, nobody took me for an out, nobody texted me to tell me I love you, and such kind of things.
Wonderful, wonderful. And as I bring this on board, and I also want to bring Boniface also on board, we have talked about Valentine. Is it a must for it to be a celebration between? Is it a case study or as an institutionalized affair of more than one person? Does it mean that if you don't receive any flowers, you don't receive any gifts from somebody else, you cannot treat yourself? And that's why I want to ask Boniface, you have wished everybody happy Valentine's. Have you done the same to yourself?
No, of course, when it comes to treatment, this one goes to two way. Again, here it depends with the view, how you view that day. If I don't get flowers from their hand, then I will not complain. And again, I have not even treated myself. Today I was just chilling, doing my duties, but I tried just to call and give a word. I thought a word could be important to them. So I just gave a word to them and told them that happy Valentine's. But I've not received anything from their hand.
Now, have you done something for yourself? Have you treated yourself? Have you appreciated yourself? Have you shared yourself with love with yourself?
I just passed through Mutura base and I ate some Mutura for 10 bob.
But you have done something for something else. Anyway, welcome on board, Jeff. I'm sure this topic will not pass by without having you on board, which is really beautiful. How has been your Valentine Day?
As you can see, MC Jesse, I'm just treating myself by driving. I'm on the road. But likewise, I'm enjoying everything. I'm enjoying every moment. Yeah, it's a very busy day for me, but Valentine is a good thing. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. And we will be getting to you in a few as you also get into the show. We are having a discussion, and what is coming out clearly is that the boy child has really been forgotten when it comes to matters Valentine, and the attention has been given to the ladies. Has this been the norm? Has this been the tradition? Is it something that needs maybe to change with time so that at the end of the day we are also appreciated the way we appreciate? I've seen in the social media, and you will agree with me that there is an influx of posts of ladies being appreciated and such, but you'll find very few men showcasing what they have been given. Is it that we have also accepted to take a back seat and be the ones who are giving gifts and at the end of the day not receive any gifts, or tunajificha nyuma ya hema kwa sababu tunasema mwanaume ndiye anapeana effort, si ku receive gifts? Leo, what is your take on that?
Sorry, can you just pardon, please? You don't mind?
Oh, okay. I'm saying that we have seen in the social media an influx of posts and photos and videos of ladies being appreciated by their boyfriends and also their best half. Is it the same case for men, or we need to now appreciate the fact that we need now to showcase that we can also receive gifts, or do we receive these gifts behind the scenes na tunasema kuwa mwanaume sio kuonyeshana, mwanaume ni kuact na anaondokea?
No, actually, I don't think men do receive these gifts behind the scene. Men believe that they are masculine, and once you're masculine, you come with some muscles. So they normally believe that it's some sign of weakness for a man to receive flowers. Imagine flowers, and it's been relegated to the ladies that they're the ones who yearn for these kind of flowers, the candies, and the sweets that you see people are receiving. So when you ask 10 men, you'll find that 6 out of 10 men don't even know what Valentine's means. So it tells you how serious men are busy with some other constructive activities, and they don't have time to celebrate some events that they don't even know their origin. So it's so awkward that a grown-up man, specifically a man with beards, that you start celebrating something called Valentine, something that you cannot even be able to trace. We would rather celebrate some anniversaries that we can relate with as Africans, or maybe within our societies, than try to succumb to some peer pressure. So this kind of peer pressure only happens to ladies who are easily swayed to celebrate things that they cannot explain beyond putting on red dresses and having some red roses and going to some hotels and restaurants and maybe having some kind of meals and what they call treat.
Leo, I want to still narrow down to you a little bit, and we want to have a confession. Does it mean you have never ever gifted somebody or participated in a love kind of engagement on Valentine's Day?
I really planned to do it today, but I don't know. It was quite unfortunate. Maybe the person I was supposed to gift was some miles away from where I am. It happened that I'm in Africa, and the person I was supposed to gift is in a different continent. So maybe the next Valentine, I'll try to put myself in that shoe so that I can be able to see the kind of feeling that men do feel when they do such kind of activities. So for today or days before, I have to confess that I've never done it.
I think we're also appealing to our viewers also, if there is somebody who can gift, even if it's a flower, an online flower to Leo, so that at least you have a testimony from this show that at least you have received a gift. We'll really appreciate it.
I'll really have to give a testimony.
Yes, Jeff. Goro, what is the perspective
Yes,
on
sir.
this?
How are you?
Boy child
What did
amesahaulika.
you say? Boy child ni ameharden. Boy child. Okay. We received so many Valentine messages. That one I can't deny. I have seen so many Valentine wishes. It depends also on how you interact with people. Because if you show people love and kindness, they will reciprocate. So ladies are very good on reciprocation. So it's all about how you treat them, they'll treat you. You wish them if you have developed that. Sorry, I'm still driving and making sure I don't miss the exit.
That's
So
okay. Mhm.
if you gift them, they will gift you. So I believe in the theory of reciprocity. Is how you treat others, they will treat you the same. And so it's not just about being given gifts or physical gifts. Somebody can write you a nice message, and you feel good, even if you are a man. But for me, I have never failed. I have never missed to do something on Valentine. Hata kama sitafanya kitu kubwa, unajua mapenzi yanashikiliwa na mambo kidogo kidogo eh? So
Yes.
hata kama hautafanya kitu kubwa, just make sure kama kuna mtu unapenda, do something, do something, do something. Na tena just kama venye Leo amesema, wanaume wanachukulia mambo tofauti sana na wasichana. Kuna wakati mtu alinipatia maua, alikuwa ameweka maua kwa ka container kazuri na tumaua tuzuri hapo, lakini nilipoenda nyumbani sikushindania kwa sababu kwetu sisi especially sisi watu kutoka Afrika ni kama hatukulelewa hivyo, so sikuona dhamana ya ile maua, nikaenda tu nikaiweka hapo kwa meza na hako kama maua tena kasidika, what happened, ikaaguka. Sasa mwenye maua alipoona hata sina shughuli nayo alikasirika sana akajua hata siku I did take time to get the communication out of the flowers because these are very new things to us, especially for men. Mwanaume hahitaji mambo mengi. By the way, I normally tell people sana, mwanaume hatakaki hata mshida ukimuita pete names, sweetheart, honey, babe, yoyote huwa haitugusi sana. Watu tunaguzwa na heshima. Nipatie tu hiyo kaheshima, nione tu unaniheshimu, nitakupatia dunia yote kwe yako. I mean, whatever I have becomes yours. Those are men. That's what I can say. But as for Valentine, it's a kunaweka airport anaenda Valentine in another state, yani ana travel na dakika kama mbili hivi akienda, kwa sababu leo ni siku ya Valentine. Kwa hivyo kuna watu wanaipeleka kiwango kingine ya juu sana. Wewe vyenye utaweza kufanya fanya hivi. Pesa kama wewe utaafodi kununua ka queen cake, ka chocolate, just do something. Yes.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Those are good sentiments and also hearty conversation. There is also something else that is coming on board, and I think we can also explore on this. Men are not very competitive in terms of trying to showcase how much I'm in love or how much I'm loved by the one I'm dating. You look at ladies, they are competitive edge. They will always want to showcase that I'm being loved more than this. That's why we have a lot of competition in terms of love. We have seen people even in social media who are trying to maybe create some scenes whereby they are gifting themselves and also looking like they are being gifted, but in the real sense ni ile hali ya kuficha uchi ama kuhakikisha kuwa pia wao wanapendwa. I don't know if this competitive edge or making sure that I'm doing what other people are doing, or this is also being done to me. Is it an issue of really being in love, or it's an issue of now competition taking more space than love? Leo?
I told you earlier, MC Jesse, that
Yes.
there is something that we call peer pressure. And the people who are likely to succumb to peer pressure are our ladies, that is the female gender. Whereby if I see if I see Jeff putting on a red suit, I also want to do the same. I feel like I'm the odd one out. So that is why you see it reaches a point whereby some people will have to buy flowers for themselves, take some snaps, post them, and pretend as if they've been gifted these kind of things. So that is what I'm saying. It is some kind of pressure that comes when you are not able to control yourself well. So if you are man enough, if you are I say if you're man enough and you are strong enough, then you should be able to control this kind of pressure and just be yourself. If you don't receive it, that is it. It is what is it. You don't need to force it. If you receive it, well and good. Like Geoffrey will tell you that maybe he managed to receive one, that is well and good. Boniface will tell you that, okay, today I didn't get somebody who even told me I love you. So that is it. So you don't need to force it. But when it comes to ladies, they always do copy each other. They will always get stressed, and some of them even get depressed because there are some things they cannot be able to achieve, and they see their peers achieving something which is wrong. It is something that at least we need to look at it, and we need to encourage them that they need to live their own life. It is not a must that you have to do everything. They need to live their own life. They need to stop living people's lives. So because you saw it in social media, you don't need to have it. If it is not you, then you just live your own life.
But at the same time, I want to still ask, maybe you have a lady, and as much as it's a competitive and a show off, to what extent should you guide this lady not to succumb to this pressure? Maybe you need to support her more than let her die in this anger and hunger of being appreciated just like the others are being appreciated. Leo?
What you need to do is simple. As we said the other day, love is not about a single day. It is not an event like you have to wait for the 14th of February so that you can show some love and affection. Love is something that you need to show each and every day. So if you have a lady, you have your girlfriend, you have your wife, or you have your fiancé, somebody you're planning to marry, you need to show them love each and every day. And when you normalize showing them love, then there is no point that they'll realize that there's a specific day that somebody needs to show love. So the people you see displaying love on specific day, then on the next day they go back to fighting, they start keeping quiet, no communication, they don't check on each other. These are people who lack this kind of a feeling in their daily life. But a house or a family or a relationship that is full of love each and every day, you'll find that each and every day is a Valentine Day. You don't need to wait for 14th of February so that you start telling somebody that you see I love you. If it's a matter of flowers, the flowers are being sold each and every day. You can even pluck flowers next to your neighborhood and give it. Can you make it a routine that every day you come from work? Maybe if it is the lady who is working, every day she comes from work, she can come back with a flower and gift you. If the man is the one who is getting out, can you normalize that every day I get out, when I come back in the house, I come with a flower? So this is what we need to do. We need to make love each and every day. We need to create an a lovely environment in our life so that it doesn't happen that we have to wait for specific days to show that, oh, we love each other. So if we love each other each and every day, then we won't even need this 14th of February. It will just be like a normal day and things will be normal as usual.
Wonderful. I'll be requesting Allah to, as I bring him on board, to put on the video and also maybe share sentiments on this issue of Valentine. Allah?
Yes. How are you guys? Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. How has your day been?
Me, I'm okay.
That tone, it seems you are still in the mood of celebrating Valentine. Maybe you can share with us how the day has been and also your expectations and also your the shortcomings of the Valentine's Day to you.
On my side,
Yes.
on matters about Valentine's, I normally, first of all, I just thank God because amenipa uhai, nimeona siku ya leo. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa happy Valentine yangu. Ni kumshukuru tu Mungu kwa kunipa uhai nione siku ya leo. Ni kweli nimeiona.
Yes.
Me with the Valentines, I'm not much in it because kama last year, kama the other days hawezi nipenda, leo ndio unaweza tu nipenda peke yake, then it means there is something wrong. And me, I normally just live my own life. Now understand?
Yes.
I don't get out with the pressure ya social media, oh nimenunuliwa maua, oh nimepelekwa out. No. I just focus on my own life. Najua ni nini nafaa kufanya. Nikiwa na pesa nitajipeleka. Mwenye amenipenda akiwa nayo akininunulia nitashukuru, nitasema asante, lakini sitakulazimisha, sitakasirika, sitaleta chuki. No. Tutaishi tu vile huwa tunaishi, tuongee vile huwa tunaongea na tukule venye huwa tunakula. Bora Mungu ametupa uzima. Kesho tunaweza amka tutafute ni nini kitatuzuia kupendana kama si uzima. Juu sometimes unapata like nimeona mtu akisema wanawake mnapata pressure ya social media na kutoka friends. Like actually mimi nikiview status za all my friends ladies, kila mtu nimeona tu ameposti maua, kila mtu nimeona tu ameposti maua, ameletewa, amepelekwa out. But it is their turn, it is their time, ni maisha yake. So mi sifai kuishi maisha ya huyo mtu mwingine, mi naishi maisha yangu. Naona? That's how I've celebrated my Valentine. In fact, nimepika ugali na mrenda.
Well, that's a special and a good Valentine and a good way to nini. There's something that you have said. You have seen quite a number of your friends having posted in social media waki celebrate and such. And for you,
yes,
up resistance, it has not affected you in so many ways. But so many ladies, how many ladies do you think can sustain and be able to withhold such feelings, kuwa hawapendwi, ama they also need to celebrate like the others? And what will you tell them? Because maybe they need some guidance. Pia wakuwe na hiyo, wapike hata yao mrenda na wapike na hiyo ugali bila stress.
Mimi naambia ladies, ishi maisha yako. Wacha kuishi maisha ya mtu mwingine. Wacha kuishi maisha ya ulimwengu, ya vitu za ulimwengu. Hizi vitu za ulimwengu ni za kupita tu. So you just know what are you after for. Like kama mtu akupeleke out, you have to spend like 20,000, 50,000. Like in your reasoning, ukifikiria
Lakini
hiyo 50,000 maybe hana.
Mtu anapendwa anakuwa na
Boniface, we'll come back to you. Go on, Ala.
So una expect huyo mtu atoe wapi hiyo pesa? Kitu cha kwanza, elewa mtu wako ako kiwango kipi kia mapato. You know? You have to understand. Kama sija kuelewa mapato yako, then I'm putting on you a pressure. Oh, Valentine fulani amepelekwa, Valentine fulani amefanyiwa. You know, it's very wrong.
Wonderful. So sentiment has reached you in a few.
It is very wrong. We elewa mwenzako, mkae chini muelewane. Kesho Valentine, yes. Ni nini tunaweza fanya? Focus on the view yani jadiliana kuhusu maisha yanayokuja. Wacha kuona siku ya leo peke yake. Unaweza pata siku hii ya leo mmeharibu pesa, unajikuta kesho bills za nyumba zimesimama pale, mnakumbuka Valentine mliharibu pesa na kesho hamuna pesa yafanya nini? Ya kulipa nyumba. You know, like maisha haijulikani, ya kesho Mungu alificha. You never know what tomorrow will be. So mimi naambia ladies, ishi maisha yako. Tosheka na venye Mungu amekubariki. Wacha tamaa mingi tukate. Ukikata tamaa mingi, at least utajua ni wapi unatoka na ni wapi unaenda. Wacha kwenda kwa fulani unaona alinunuliwa maua, alinunuliwa nini. Pia wewe ambia Mungu, mimi pia Mungu na winda yangu. Ile yangu yenye umenibariki, kama ni ugali na sukuma, ambia Mungu ni asante. Kama ni ugali na mrenda, ambia Mungu ni asante. Pressure ya nini?
Wonderful.
tunajiwekea zile vitu ambazo zinafanya inafika mahali like, utapata kuna watu wameachana juu mtu hakuandikiwa message ya happy Valentine, hakupelekwa out, hakununuliwa maua, hakufanyiwa chenye alitaka, hakununuliwa nguo ya red. Na mimi niliamka saa 9 kwenda kazi.
That's a good one. And you have also brought out a very important aspect, Valentine-matics, whereby now issue of money, how much you spend on a Valentine day, a single day, compared to Nini. I'll be bringing on board Jeff later on to talk about this because I know where he comes from. Ni either atritiane Valentine ama anunue plot mafuta. But before I come to you, Boniface, are you there? Boniface? Boniface nafikiria ako kwa mambo ya Valentine bado. Jeff,
Yes, sir.
Kutreat your loved ones ama kununua plot mafuta?
Yes.
Which one comes first?
Okay, that's a complex question, eh? What I can say, kuna katoto hapo kanalia. I wish you can mute, eh?
You can mute as we give Jeff a chance to contribute.
Yes. What I can say is that we are not all at the same level. So you treat your person basing on your level or your ability. If you have money to buy a plot, it's okay. If you have money to buy a car, because if you believe that she belongs to you, you can do anything for her, you know. Na hapo ndipo huwa unapata, especially you have said kwenye sisi tumetoka, huwa tunachapwa 9-0 na watu wa Nigeria na watu wa kule upande wa Nyanza, kwa sababu there is nothing they can't do for their women. Lakini unakuta sisi tunasemaga hizi vitu ni zetu, but we don't show them that what we have belongs to them. So if you buy a car, for instance, for your wife, if you are capable of buying a car and then you surprise her with a gift of a car, hata kama ni jukumu yako, ataona ya kwamba huyu mtu ananifikiria vizuri, huyu mtu ananipenda. Lakini sisi huwa tunafanya nini? Tunanunua gari, kama ukipata pesa ya kununua ingine unamwachia ile mzee, wewe sasa unakuwa wewe unachukua hii mpya. Kwa hivyo hakuna wakati atawahi ona kama ni surprise. So kuna venye unakuta ya kwamba tunashindwa kidogo, tunabaki nyuma kufanya mtu ahisi ya kwamba kweli unamfikiria. Kwa mfano nimeona watu wakipuuza mambo ya Valentine, but there is expectation and you don't live in the world alone. Many of the things we do because we found them being done or we see them being done. Everything or most of the things you have learned from other people. So kama ukiona siku ya kama leo ni siku ya Valentine na kuna mtu unapenda, jua huyo mtu ako na expectation. Ataona wale marafiki zake wanapewa gifts, wananunuliwa ama wanatumiwa kitu, na wewe unampenda na unasema unampenda, hata message hujatuma. Itakuwaje? So utakuta ya kwamba huyo mtu hata asipokuambia atasikia vibaya. So what do we do? Relationship ama upendo ni mambo ya feelings. Atasikia vibaya ndani yake. Akisikia vibaya hata reciprocate venye wewe una expect. So unang'ang'ana tu na make sure at least you do something. Usiseme mimi nampenda kila siku, kwa hivyo hata leo sitashinda nikishindania. Hata kuambia, lakini hata akinyamaza ujue ya kwamba kuna karama ameweka ndani ya moyo wake, like this person doesn't care. No matter how you wanna explain it, that you have reasons, you have been treating her well all other days, so there is nothing big. There is something big, because that day everybody is celebrating Valentine. why don't you just show her that you also acknowledge it's a special day? There is no harm hata kumpeleka au tuseme leo tunaenda kukula nje kwa sababu ni Valentine. Hata kama hukupata hiyo time, siuende nyumbani ukiwa umeshika maua siuende hata umenunua ka chocolate tu ya kumwambia babe happy Valentine na umpatie kahagi mzuri. You solve so many problems. Huwa tunajiwekelea shida zingine zenye we can avoid troubles. Mwanamke anaweza kupatia shida kwa sababu ya kitu kidogo. Why? Because upendo is all about emotions. It is emotions. It is also feelings. Ukifanya kitu kizuri, feelings zinaamuka, hiyo upendo inaamuka. Ukifanya kitu kibaya, ina react. So we have to check on those small things zenye tunadhani it doesn't matter. They matter a lot.
Wonderful. And it's good because you have brought an issue of universality, or as the universal perspective of love and celebrating Valentine, that we should not be so mean to ourselves, and we should also not appreciate the fact that we can appreciate others the way they are also others are being appreciated, and it doesn't cost so much to go to an extent of appreciating the next person or the person that you love. And that gives me a question. Does the young generation have the will or else the power to be able to maybe not feel bad when they are not appreciated in terms of this love? For example, if you are in a love affair with a person who doesn't believe in Valentine and such, to what extent can this person, this young kid, be able to sustain this and at the end of the day still remain in this love? And we're talking about this generation alongside our past generations. Leo?
Naona kama Rio amepotea.
Sorry, no, sijapotea. What are you saying? Just a minute.
Maybe I can repeat. We have had quite a number of sentiments from Jeff, whereby we have talked about it's a universal celebration kind of engagement, and it doesn't cost appreciating the one that you love in a simple way, which solves a lot of issues. And if you don't do this, maybe the other person might not say it outrightly that he or she has an issue, but there will be an element of dissatisfaction in them. And I'm asking a question to this young generation. If you don't appreciate them, will they still be in love? Unlike sisi wenye tumekula chumvi. Leo?
I think that is the problem that we are having with the current generation, which includes our generation, whereby people have monetanized or somehow equated love to material things and maybe some kind of appreciations like the events we are talking of today. Those people who lived ahead of us, or the ones who lived before us, they never celebrated these kind of things. You'll find that once somebody had been married, they really knew that marriage was an engagement and it was a covenant whereby whether things were okay or not okay, you just had to remain in your marriage. Even if things were tough, you would not go even tell your neighbors or the people close to you that you see this marriage is having this kind of challenges. You are supposed to persevere with these kind of challenges in the name of maintaining your marriage. But what happens today, that is why when I started with my opening remarks, I told you there are people whose relationships were shaken today simply because they failed to send that kind of message of I love you. They failed to send that stock of flower, or they failed to send that M-Pesa message for the ones who are in Kenya, the ones who are using M-Pesa. So it really shook their marriage, and they feel that because you cannot be able to recognize them on this specific day, it means to them that you don't value them, so they have to look otherwise. So they forget that there are some people who are recognized today, but they've never been recognized the entire year. So you who've been recognizing them, who've been appreciating them, taking them for dinner, taking them for supper, or maybe giving them some kind of appreciation the entire year, only failing to do it today, they don't take it serious. So I think we have a long way to go, and maybe it also depends with the kind of the environment that we've been. People believe on specific days, and what happened today might make them forget everything that has been happening the entire day. If maybe the people who've been in a toxic relationship, today was enough to restore that relationship. There are people who've been moving on well, but failing to recognize each other or appreciate each other, today was enough to destroy that kind of relationship. So people have taken marriage or relationship as an event, and it somehow they're following some kind of fashion. All of these, I just have to sum it up and say it's a peer pressure. People want to do what others are doing.
Wonderful. Boniface, I believe you are there. Boniface, today seems to be a day of making up or breaking up, na people kujua space zao. Kama hujapewa maua, labda umejua space yako iko pande gani. Do you believe with these sentiments, Boniface?
Yeah. Actually, I believe in this sentiment because nowadays we have youth, the youth that are born in 2000 and 1999, 1988. They always believe in peer pressure. They want to get the lifestyle that is being given to the celebrities. They want, if you love for example, you love a girl who is in her 20s, she want to get those flowers. She want to get to those restaurants today so that she can feel loved. She doesn't know that love should be made every day from day one. Every day of the week is a day of love. But they believe that you have to give them love on the day of Valentine. They want to get those treatments. They want to get those cars. So most of them, they have those peer pressures. And I understand that the changing technology, the changing environment is the one that is driving those youngsters to those peers. So in this world we are living, if you fail to recognize a woman in a day like this, I've seen them posting on the WhatsApp status, on Instagram. Someone posted today that a boyfriend who had lost the job last year, the boyfriend sent some flowers and some drinks in addition with some chocolate. So the woman posted the screenshot in the WhatsApp. So she was like, I was recognized by my boyfriend. I love her. I love him. That is. So this thing argument on that, we have very few ladies who understand that Valentine is not meant just to give you gifts, but others, they understand that you have to make sure, if you love me, surprise me today, show me love. So it changes. It is a situation whereby you have to understand. But due to peer pressure that we have in the country and in the changing world, we don't have anyone who can understand that if you fail to give me flowers today, I have seen them posting that if you fail to recognize me, I'm going to understand that I have been single. And again, during the early evening, that is Kenyan time, that was around 5 p.m. 6. I've been seeing them saying that now I understand that I don't have a boyfriend, but I have a sufuria. So how can you term that? They mean that if you did not give anything, then you are sufuria. So how do you read that? The value again on materialistic things. Those people, they value materials. So early 2000 children that were born early 2000, they recognize materials. Even a lollipop. Again, as Jeff said, that this is a thing called love. It is emotional and something that is attached to feeling. So if you give, for example, chocolates, yogurt, now it depends with what you can afford. But due to peer pressure that we have in this nowadays, very few, very few can cope with what the demand is when it comes to this gender. But again, this gender, now the gender is women. Women, they want to raise the bar. Again, if you don't have that money, she want you to struggle. Again, a lady will be happy if you went to steal so that you can bring to her. Peer pressure cuts across everything. Thank you, sir.
Uh, I can see a comment from our followers, Maggie Knox, who says it's only little things that makes us happy. Maybe kuna watu who parted way, but after mrembo kuletewa flowers na chocolate, sahi wako Diani Beach. I believe she meant beach, wakiogelea na kumake up. So in other words, Maggie Knox is trying to say that it is a good day to make up. Nancy says, good year. I dare you to join studio. So good year, we are waiting for you in the studio. Somebody has already dared you. As we get to that, what happens when someone stops giving gifts? Do you stop loving them? Kama hakuna zawadi, and is Valentine all about gifts? As we answer that question, I'll bring on board Allah. Is it all about gifts? Maybe we'll get to her in a few. As we also answer Leo, is Valentine gifting and gifting only? As I read this comment from Maggie Knox, good dear, love and gifts go hand in hand. What do I expect from you? Yet you are my permanent. Kama wewe ni permanent wangu, hakuna kitu ingine. Usiponipa gift, hakuna Valentine. Leo, do you agree with this sentiment from Maggie Knox?
I think Nomagi Nyox is saying that good dear, love and gifts go hand in hand. What do I expect from you yet? I think I disagree with Maggie Nyox because Valentine is not all about gift. Valentine is about showing love and affection to the people you value most. And when you talk of love, love is not about giving gifts. Those people who profess Christianity, I will be able to tell you that love is a feeling. It is not material, whereby gifts, you can even receive gifts from enemies. Actually, people receive gifts from people who don't love them. So that is not love. That is not affection. It is not a matter of showing love. And unless Maggie Knox can tell me, I don't know the religion he professes, but whether you Muslim or you a Christian or you an African, and in Christianity, I don't remember a place whereby after God created Adam, he gifted Eve. I don't remember Eve giving Adam some gifts. So where do you like get this doctrine of gifting each other to show that you love somebody? It's a feeling that I feel that Jeff is important because of maybe how you've related for the time that you've been together. So you have a feeling that this is somebody I value. So if you value somebody, it is not a must that you give them a gift, a materialistic gift. It can be spending time together. You've been working from Sunday to Sunday. So in a specific day like today, you can sacrifice your work time and stay home together and just to make stories. That is what Valentine is. You can spare your time and call on each other to check on how your friends or the people you value are doing. It is not necessarily that you buy something and give them, but that time that you spend together, that call that you give them, that hand, just holding hands and walking together is communicating loudly compared to the M-Pesa messages and the kind of gifts that you talk of. When you talk of gifts, actually, in the current century, it's monetized. It has got some monetary value attached to it, and that is what have destroyed love. And it makes those people with money or those people with resources having an advantage over the ones without resources. So nowadays, you don't need those sweet words to convince a lady, or a lady doesn't need those sweet words to convince a man. But you need to be financially stable and financially able so that you can be able to get somebody, which is not love. Look at the people who are looking for women or people who are looking for men outside there. Number one, they say, I need financially stable. Financially stable comes before a Christian or somebody with some moral values. They just need somebody who is financially stable. So, Jeff, today, if you're not financially stable and you're planning to marry, I just have to tell you that you need to forget about it, because these things have been made to, it has been given some, it has been tagged, it has been given some value. That is why ladies say, I need financially stable, a Christian, tall and dark. But in olden days, they will just say, I need tall and dark and hardworking. I'll stop there.
Yeah, but I'm a little bit confused, Leo. You have really given us some wisdom into this Valentine issue and such. Are you sure you are not up to something today?
Really?
Yes, because maybe your opening sentiments was like the expectations and also what you have done is nothing maybe for the day. But from what you have told us, are you
Yeah.
sure you how to confuse?
No, I'm not confusing you. I'm just trying to look at this thing in a different perspective. I know there's someone who is following on me, and the person is maybe keen on getting my sentiment or my comment on this. But on it all, I'm just trying to open some divergent view on this, so that when we are looking at this thing, we don't look at it in one way. We all don't flow
That,
in the same direction. Are you getting it?
yeah.
It might not really be me, but I know there are people who are also having the same experience as what I'm saying, and there are people who maybe when I speak they feel that I'm representing their opinion. That is basically what I'm doing.
Wonderful, wonderful. I like that because I wanted to bring this on board as we also viewers subscribe and also like, share our channel. Uh, and somebody is saying, Esimungai, wewe leo wacha bwana. For God so loved the world that he gave. This is maybe directed to Leo. And we also started an online campaign for Leo today and said, kindly viewers, somebody to give flowers to Leo today online. If you are our viewers, kindly we are waiting for posting of some flowers to Leo as a gift on this Valentine's Day. Now, Bwana Jeff, I want to bring you on board. What is it that we need to do on Valentine's Day and what not to do? I've seen even some perspectives whereby calculations are being done that we are in February 14th and on 21st of uh, November, we will be adding quite a number of persons to the world. What are these to do's and not to do?
Uh, uh, thank you so much. When I was listening to Leo, I saw someone who is very cautious of what could happen after the show, after his sentiments. So he is trying to balance. But the question which I wanted to ask Leo, if you have been treating someone well for the rest of the days, um, why is it not today? If you have been buying those gifts other days, why not today? Because as I said, there is expectation. You have been nice to me the whole year. And this is a day set aside, not just by you, but almost everybody. Because how do we form culture? This is a culture that the world has formed. On the day of Valentine, people treat each other in a special way. There is no explanation that you give to somebody to tell that person that today is not a special day, because it's a special day. It's like telling your children, because I've been your father and I've been doing everything for you the rest of the year, so today is not Christmas. Today we are not going to celebrate Christmas, whereas everybody else is celebrating Christmas. That is what we call culture. A culture has been formed, and this is not a bad culture. I normally say, regardless of the faith that you profess, when something is good, is good. There is nothing bad with Valentine, because what matters is the motive behind. So if the motive is right, that's okay. So just do it, just do it. And just like Leo said, where I agree, it is not necessarily gifts, because people appreciate each other differently. For instance, here in America, people don't get time for each other, or enough time for each other. So if you have your wife or your husband and you don't get time, if you can take an off day and say, today I am going to be home with my wife or with my husband because it's Valentine, it's also a special way in which. And then there is something that is very important that was mentioned here about these gifts. uh, and the young generation value so much the gifts not just the gifts, how they found things being done. So if you don't do it, utaachwa na Mungu atabaki kuwa Mungu. Atakuacha, because they have attached the relationship into so much into material gains, such kind of things. So kwa wale ambao ni wa chini wa miaka yetu, lazima ujaribu kukatch up, ujue huyu mtu wangu hii siku huwa naichukulia namna gani. Is it a very special day to her? When for instance, myself, I have never celebrated my birthday, not even once, but I would not expect to do the same to my child. I don't celebrate birthday because my parents never showed me that birthday is very important. And also people of my age or my neighbors, they used not to celebrate birthday as such. So I never created that in me, that birthday is so important. But can I try to push the same to my child who values birthday so much? You see? So it's a matter of understanding the other person. So today, if I don't celebrate the birthday of my child or show her it's an important day, that child will not feel loved because everybody else around is doing it. So nobody is not influenced by other people unless you live in the world of your own. The other thing I can say, those people who are separate because of a day like this, it means their relationship is not built on a rock or on the right foundation. If the foundation is good, if you love each other the way you are supposed to love one another, if truly you are partners or you are in love, there is no way a mistake of one day can separate you. Yes, you can have differences which you can sit down and iron out. But I don't expect that anybody who is seriously or in love can just leave you because you forgot. Sometimes men, especially the Kikuyu men, we become very busy with our businesses. Some men will remember tomorrow that yesterday was a Valentine Day. So it's a matter of starting to catch up with the world and trying to do the right things, especially just understand your person, know what she likes, do something about it. Na sijui kama nikimalizia, I have seen here Nyok saying she has not received even a text message. And Nancy, is there anybody who can contest and say that we should not send them messages? So we are going to send messages to Nyoks and to Nancy.
Message to be accompanied by the flower.
And MC Jesse is going to send
now you see what I was talking about.
Yes.
Jeff, you now see what I was saying. Monetization of love.
No, it's okay. If you are able to send something, it is okay. Send it. It won't cost you anything. Hebu kwanza niulize hivi MC Jesse,
Yes.
Ulikuwa unajua, mtu alikuwa anajua kutakuwa na Valentine. Na labda mwezi mzima umekuwa ukijua kutakuwa na Valentine. Na kuna mtu unapenda. Hata kama hauna pesa, hauwezi ng'ang'ana hiyo mwezi mzima useme at least nitakuwa na 100 nifanye kitu ama 50. I mean, hata kama sio kubwa, hata kama uko na umaskini aina gani. I mean, it's all about arranging yourself ati huyu mtu at least nataka ajue nampenda. Tangu wakati nilianza mambo ya mapenzi na nimekaa miaka nyingi duniani.
Miaka ngapi ama
ukipata 50 bob na
miaka mingi duniani.
At least mimi sio walika ya MC Jesse. I might be the elder here, mimi sio walika ya Nyoks. Mimi si rika yenu. I mean, hata kama mimi si walika yenu
na miaka mingapi yenye si hatuna.
Age is just a number. That is a number. Age is just a number.
Msicheze na mimi.
You are giving us some experience of love, yeah? Maybe we can give him some few minutes to tell us hii experience ya love. Umesema miaka mingi ya love, yeah?
Miaka yenye nimeishi duniani ama tangu nianze kujua mambo ya mapenzi. Valentine haijai nipita, hata kama sitafanya kitu kubwa. Sijawahi sahau kufanya kitu, hata kama nika chocolate tu, niende nifiche mahali, alafu nimwambie, do you know today was Valentine, sweetheart.
And I hope the same has also been happening. Hata yeye anakufichia ka chocolate.
And what I like about ladies, if they know you love them, they reciprocate in a way. Wanaume okay, sisi si watu wa kupenda maua ama chocolate. Mimi hautani surprise na chocolate, udhani sasa umenifurahisha sana. But sometimes ukipata kitu kama kashati ama viatu, you know, sometimes huwa tunajifanya hatupendi hii mambo, ni vyenye tu labda hatushidani, but ukifanyiwa pia unafurahi. Nikiangalia kwa wardrobe, niangalie naona hiyo jacket nilinunuliwa, hiyo viatu nilinunuliwa, hiyo I mean we also like being gifted. Hakuna mtu hawezi taka kupewa gift, hata kama ni wewe ulimpea pesa. Wanawake wenye werevu, because some of them are not working, ukipewa pesa na bwana yako usikule yote. Wakati mwingine una save, unasema nitaenda hii pesa alinipatia, nitaenda nimnunulie ka t-shirt, nitaenda nimnunulie viatu. Hiyo yote inatengeneza mapenzi. So it's about being kuwa mjanja kwa haya mambo.
Ulipata bwana wa kupima pesa, hata budget kwa nyumba haitoshi, utamnunulia na nini?
Zangu ni zangu, how comes zangu ukinipatia, don't expect me to buy for you. Kama ndo unanipatia pesa unipatie, lakini let me do my ways in another way, lakini si ati nitumie zenye umenipatia. Hizo ni zangu.
Wonderful. Now, I want to bring Maggie Nyox kwa sababu naona hii maneno ya alamu inamuasha. Nyox, and we have a gift for you in the house, yeah? After this show, tutapatana nyuma ya tent. We share this gift that I have here. Now, Nyox, siku yako imekuwa aje? Naona umekuja na moto. Kwani umepelekana wapi before upelekwe?
Mimi sijapelekwa na sijapelekana.
Kwa nini?
Maybe kwangu Valentine haijafika, lakini as for me nasemanga every day is a day of Valentine, because Valentine it's not only for lovebirds. Pia, you know, you have to appreciate that someone that you love, that someone who have been there for you always. It's not all about lovebirds. So as for me, I wish several people kuna venye nilipin message ya love to them.
Ulipata?
Sasa sinasema it's not
na hapo Nyox kuna communication umefanya. Nyox anamaanisha ni kama hana mtu. So kama uko hapo umeangalia huyu
wewe
nikisikiza venye Nyox
wewe huwezi nitafutia mtu, hata nijiongee, si nimepewa time. Hebu let me explain myself. Hebu acha nijiongee. Nikitaka mtu sinawapata inbox. Mi huwa najitafutia, sitafutiangu. I don't hide.
Si ndio hiyo sana nasema. Vyenye Nyox ameiput ni kama hana mtu. Kwa hivyo kama uko hapo pale kwa nini?
Hapana, mimi I was just saying, okay, when it comes to Valentine's Day, it's not all about lovebirds, by the way. It's not all about lovebirds. Even to someone who have been there for you through thin and thick, you know, that person deserves to be celebrated also. Hata kupewa maua.
Mtu akipita na wewe siku ya Valentine Nyox sio vibaya.
Ati?
Hata mtu akipita na wewe siku ya Valentine sio vibaya.
Jeff, kwani hapana Jeff, kwani unanitaka? Wacha kusema kushinda ukiambia watu. Kama unanitaka siseme.
Naona kama nitawapeleka nyumba ya hema, but in the meantime kuna mtu ananiuliza
wacha kuambia watu nini?
Nyox, kuna mtu ananiuliza why is it today una camera on na unatuambia hujapelekwa pahali?
Hapana, kwa sababu I wasn't prepared to come kwa show.
Oh, ndio maana kwa
Nimekuja na
hivyo
audio because I wasn't prepared. So ni venye nimewashwa hapo kwa comment section. Nikasema abu acha nikuje niongee on behalf of ladies. Although nasikia kuna mwingine ako kwa background.
wonderful. And I think the viewer mwenye ameuliza Nyox kwa nini leo hana video, I think umejibiwa. Na pia interested parties kunaweza kuwa na kaukweli vile Jeff amesema, but I think we can explore later on after the program tujue kama ni ukweli ama namna gani.
Na
Ala.
sioni kama Goody yako na mtu Goody yako hapa na sijui sasa Goody huyu Goody sijui kama ni mwanamke ama ni mwanaume. I wish
Goody come to the studio. Goody come to the studio. And then bring Allah. What are your sentiments now? Nikikupea gift, does it mean it is sending a signal that ni kama nimekukubali? Na if I receive gifts from more than one person, ina madhara yote? Allah?
Haina by the way, you know, Valentine sometimes mi huona tunaiona ni kama ya watu wale wanapenda nao kimapenzi peke yao, but mi huona naweza kuwa na MC Jesse, he's my brother, amekuwa na understand na mimi kwa njia tofauti tofauti. Mtu kama huyo lazima nimpende. Mbona nisimpende?
Naam.
Upendo si eti kwetu ni kwa wale wanandoa peke yao. Alafu najua Jeff amesema kama like haujaletewa maua then you decide to walk out of that relationship. So how many relationships will you be walking out because of Valentine Day?
Wonderful. A good question. I also want to bring on board Miss Nancy. Is it somebody to help? Yes. Allah, maybe you can go on kindly.
Upendo hauna chuki, hauoni mabaya. You know, upendo ule wa dhati hauoni mabaya, na upendo huvumilia. So tuvumiliane, usione ubaya wangu na nisione ubaya wako. Unafunika nafunika, then ni upendo. Lakini kama mimi leo, my Valentine was my mom. My mom has been there for me all along in ups and downs. Amekuwa pale na mimi. So you see, she's my Valentine.
Wonderful.
Haimaanishi ati maybe juu sijaletewa maua sasa mwenye niko na yeye simpendi. No, naweza kuwa nimekuletea, what if nikuletee maua nikufurahishe and then ndani ya roho sija kupenda?
Wonderful. A good question.
Naweza kosa kukuletea maua lakini katika ndani ya roho yangu nimekupenda.
But ina depend na generation yenye tuko.
Depend na generation yenye tuko. Wewe ishi maisha yako. Wacha kuishi maisha ya watu. Ishi maisha yako kulingana na venye uko. Kama kuna uwezo ni sawa. Kama hakuna, it's also well and good. You know, let's understand each other. Tuwe na maelewano. Umeelewa mwenzako, nimemuelewa. Lakini hivi vitu za kulazimisha, tunajipea pressure ya bure. Ndio nimekuuliza, what if sijaletewa zawadi? Mi hata message ya Valentine kwa simu yangu sina, hata zawadi sina. Yes, sina. So if you don't have, I have to walk out of that relationship because tunaenda na generation venye iko. So next year and then I come niko kwa relationship ingine, jo Valentine haja nipea maua, I walk out. Is that how we are supposed to be?
But let me ask you a question. Hata nikuulize swali. Okay, siku hizi according venye kuko nowadays, I think things are totally different. Yes, you're putting your statement very clearly that unaweza letewa maua na haupendwi. Unaona, lakini kuna mwenye hawezi kuletea maua lakini deep down in the heart anakupenda. But nowadays the generation that we have ni wale they are working under pressure, they are working under peer pressure. Just because kama kuna best yangu fulani ameletewa maua, ameletewa chocolates, ameletewa goodies, all kind of gifts, na mimi sikuletewa, huyo mtu akuje aniambie, you know what, my babe brought this and this and this. Others tunawaona huku kwa social media how they are celebrating their Valentines, wengine wanapewa hadi magali, wanapewa magali, and you are, and us, okay, for example kama mimi I'm there, yani ni mtu wa kujirudia. Yes, I've been with this person, we've been in love, not even once ashawahi hata kuniletea hiyo nini, hata kuniletea hiyo maua. Actually maua does not mean that someone love you. You know, even taking that 1 minute to pin a message, to pen a love message to you, you will feel appreciated, you will feel valued, and you will feel that there is someone who sees your worth. Lakini you cannot just say you are my boyfriend, you are my girlfriend, and yet even if you're not bringing for me that maua, you cannot have even that 1 minute or seconds just to tell me, babe, I love you, babe, you know what, even though I haven't sijakuletea kitu, I still love you. I think that one is more important than even maua, kwa sababu maua ni kitu ya rust tu.
No, no,
Hiyo
but
ni kitu ya
but
rust.
Shikilia tu
no,
hapo
but
Nyox.
But Maki Nyox, let me tell you something is that nimekwambia hii maisha hatuishi maisha same, haituishi maisha yenye imetoshana, unaelewa? Mapato yako sio mapato yangu. Do you know kuna mtu leo hata hiyo credit or that SMS ya kutext mtu hana.
Ai, lakini si kuna please call me bana.
Haya, shikilieni
Please
hapo
call
tu,
me, kuna reverse calls.
Yes, shikilieni tu hapo.
There
I'm
is no
coming
way
back
you
to you.
can be too busy to someone you love, surely. Like
Aya,
seriously.
Aya, shikilieni hapo. Ladies, shikilieni hapo kidogo. Let me invite Miss Nancy on board, mwenye amesema kumekuwa kumoto zaidi mpaka akasema tumuingishe. Miss Nancy, uko ndani. What do you have to say about Valentine? Miss Nancy? Kindly
Muted.
unmute. You're muted. Kindly unmute.
She's muted.
Well, before maybe she unmutes, I want to Boniface.
yes, sir.
You are still there.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Now, kuna watu ambao there is somebody who has come to our inbox and also texted and said Valentine has been credited to gifting, being treated and toa. Hivyo ndivyo imeiweka, yani sex. Are those the same thing?
Hiyo ni kama kulipa.
Let me tell you, MC.
Hiyo ni kulipa cha wenyewe chenye umekula.
Okay,
Kulipa walipe.
ladies, hold your horses. We'll come back to you. Boniface, na pia akasema matokeo ni after 14th, matokeo ni 21st of November 2024. Boniface.
Yes, sir. So
What is your take?
when we go with that perspective, you know, nowadays most people, I'm not trying to generalize, but I'm trying to say that most people, they focus on those materialistic things that they want, those outings, they want to go to nice restaurants, they want to go to places where they can enjoy themselves so that they can get that. And again, when you go to those nice places, there is that temptation because they want to get into each other. When you meet, again, they see that the end product is the spirit of intimacy. But but I'm not saying that. Only few will understand the statement that was made by a certain lady here, that not all women value material things. Others, they value attention. When today is in Valentine's Day, you take your time, you send them messages, you show them love. They will be okay with that. But again, there is another gender that will not be able to understand that. They want to get those good things. They want to get those chocolates. They want to get to those fine restaurants. And today they think that Omuzigidi must slide inside. So I don't know how they do it. Anyway, the head product is the end product is September. We're getting the output, and the output is a blessing from God. Again, here it depends. It depends. So when it comes to Valentine perspective, it depends with the woman you're having, the man you're having. Like today, I just woke up and called my mom and my sisters. I told them, "Happy Valentine Day." Why? Because I believe that those are the people who are so close to me. In my view, I just understand that Valentine is meant for people you love, people who are so close to you, people who don't even run away when you are in low situations. So at times, I will not buy that one, but I can buy when I'm urging with a gender that understands what is Valentine. So when it comes to Valentine, we have different perspectives. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. I can see a comment before I come to Nyox to disseminate this from Ramesu Yagon. Thank you for keeping us and also posting this. We have indeed adapted this practice through the lens of Western influence, despite it not being deeply rooted in our own traditions. Quite the curious observation, wouldn't you agree? As we disseminate on that, Nyox, I give you flowers, I treat you. What do I expect at the end of the day? Nyox?
Well, okay. Okay. Let me refer you back to the word of God that says, two cannot work together unless they agree. Right? When you bring that flower to me, what? Okay. When you bring that flower to me, it is because you want to appreciate me. Maybe how I've been good to you as your lover, how I've been treating you, just a form of appreciating me. Na mambo zingine hata by the way, actually hata mtu anajipatanga tu. It's not that something inakwanga planned. You know, either you are so over happy. You're more happy because, you know, seeing something. I don't think whether it's us ladies that our hearts inakwanga tu, sasa ndasema aje, kaa ya mtoi. Hati zetu zinakwanga kaa za watoi. When you just bring that ka chocolate, hata atakangi kujua ama tutakangi kujua inatokanga 20 bob ama 30 bob, in as much as you have come and you have appreciated me, hiyo by
Inajipa.
the way inajipa, hata ujuangi sasa unaanza tu count 2 months just bringing that ka flower. Unaona hata hii flower inatokanga sijui 50 bob ama so, kama wacha tu you come and tell, babe, I just want to appreciate you for you have been walking with me in this through the journey of love, you know, you've been there for me, you know. Tuto tu maneno tunatutoanga pangoni wewe, eh? Sasa hapo hata
Unatupea
anakwambianga babe,
siri.
hata wanakwambianga babe, nitakuzalia twins. Unaona, usiku utakuzalia twins, fomu inajipa. So it's not about ati unapatia mtu just in return of. It seems that ulikuwa after you weren't there after si love ilikuwa imekupeleka hapo, ulikuwa with other agendas, and that's why utaona watu wengi sana, believe you me, si tuko mwezi wa pili, mwezi wa 9 na huko, watu watakuwa wakiitwa mababies, baby daddies wengine
Lakini siku hizi
because
I believe siku hizi
some of them, unajua wengine walikuwa wanafanya hivyo, you know, at a times tunatakanga mahali tutaappreciatiwa na kupendwa, tukipendwa tu na tukiona tu kuna mtu anatupenda, we just give in. Hata unajipatanga tu hata ujuangi. I don't know how I can explain this, but we ladies, that's how we are created. We are so weak when it comes to love.
Maggie Jokes, do you want to mean that any single step that a man makes, it always makes a woman heart to melt?
Okay, not everybody. As for me maybe I can naweza jiongea mi mwenyewe pangu. There are some little things that can make me happy. Unaona kuniletea hiyo chocolate just to let me feel appreciated. Like for example, kwenye naishingi, there are these two young girls. They came with a flower. Wakanigongea mlango. And when I opened the door, they came and told me, surprise, happy Valentine Day. You know, that
Wow.
thing really melted my heart. Watoto wadogo waliniletea wasichana. So
But
what if this was coming from the man that I love? What if this thing was coming from the person that I love? Unafikiria
let me tell you,
ningefilaje? Uh-huh.
there's a small things. When it comes from a man, again, here it depends with the fragility of a woman. Here it depends with the fragility of a woman heart. You know, some women are not fragile. You if you're fragile, others are not fragile.
Yeah, that's why I'm speaking on my behalf. And maybe let me say 75% or maybe 70% of women. That's how they are. Actually, from kesho, hata from asubuhi ama ni from jana. Some of them started celebrating their Valentines. The gift they have been posting the gift their lovers has been giving them. You know, and that those small things still make a woman the heart of a woman to melt. I'm telling you. I'm
Wonderful.
telling you.
As I tried to bring Leo on board as we come to the end of our show, I think there is a sentiment and a comment that has come on board that one, that Valentine is not a leeway for issues to do with prostitution and such, and also it is not a must for you to gift so that you get gifted. And also a comment from one of the commentators or one of their viewers is that he doesn't believe in Valentine. He would rather do something else that is noble because he believes that this is something that has been incorporated into a culture without the practice. And as we said earlier, it is a culture, and at the end of the day, it also depends. It's a practice. A culture is always a practice that can be adapted and also encompassed by everybody and anybody. Members, I believe and trust that this interactive session has been good. I'll be coming to you for maybe the parting shots so that we're able to cross over to we believe we also have a lined up show for this evening that is a political angle, and I believe I want to give each one of us a second, some few minutes to give us parting shots so that I can allow people to go to Valentine mood for the end of the day or so. Let me start with Allah. What are your parting shots?
Hello, nanisikia?
Yes, tunakusikia kwa vyema.
Valentine mzuri, tuendelee kuombeana, uombee mwenzako. Mungu aendelee kumlinda, kumhifadhi na kumfungulia njia ya mapato. Kama leo amepungukiwa, kesho Mungu aongeze. Kama leo alikuwa nayo, Mungu aongezee zaidi, mweke Mungu mbali na yote na maua na nyama kupelekwa out, lakini tanguliza Mungu sana, awape mwelekeo ulio mzuri, ulio mwema.
Thank you so much. Let's go to Boniface Kimanzi.
Yeah, what I can say about Valentine's, let's embrace this feeling of loving each other. Let's love each other. And again, when you have someone who loves you, make sure you reciprocate. Show them love. Give them what they deserve. And again, Valentine's should not be one day. If you have someone on Monday to Sunday, make sure whenever you're coming from job or any other place, give them at least something. Once you're back home, show them love. From the first month to the 12th month, that should be like that. Show them love on a daily basis. That is all what I can say, MC.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. That love is a continuous engagement. It is not just a one day issue. It's every day. Maggie Knox.
Okay, to me I can say about Valentine. it should not be only for one day. It should be a continually. Like how the Bible says that Jesus himself is love. So we are also supposed to share that love with others. If there is someone, your neighbor, who does not have that unga, show some love. Give that unga. If you have 2 packets of ungas, just give one. Even sharing love to the community. There are those people who have been rejected. Just show them love. let 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 this term Valentine not only be isikuwe tu ya nini ya 14th only, every day. And to me, every day, anytime is a Valentine, because if Christ himself loved me and he died for me, who am I not to give out that love to someone else, not to give out something that I have? So kwangu, Valentine, it's not only for lovers. It is also involving the society and even the country and people that's around you. That is what I can say.
Wonderful. It has been a beautiful engagement, trying to disseminate and demystify this for Valentine. And we have agreed that this is a culture. And at the end of the day, we need to keep it positive, ensure that we extend love to each and every person. Let it not just be a one-day affair. Let it be love that is spread, not only to the ones that we are close to, but to even the ones that we may not be related to and such issues. Remember to subscribe to this channel, Afrique 24, and be sure that we are indeed well educated. I want to go back to Leo. Leo, I believe you're there.
Thank you so much, MC Jess. I hope you can be able to hear me, despite the fact that you're not able to see me. I think it has been a wonderful discussion, being a day that people are celebrating the loved ones. It was so important that before we go to politics, at least we try to check on each other if indeed we did show some love to the people we value most. Just to echo the sentiments that most speakers have said, that Valentine is not only about the people who are in intimacy or the people who are in some sexual relationship, but it is about general love, whereby you show love to the people you value most. This one can be your family members, it can be your workers, or it can be the friends that you hang around with. So it is normally great that on such a specific day we take time and I saw some appreciation, which we've learned that it is not only the monetary appreciation, but even spending time with your loved ones shows that you really value and care for them. I do agree, and I'm convinced that even giving gifts and buying some presents is a form of showing love, which is not wrong. And one thing that I've also learned, that you don't need that when you show love, you don't need to expect something in return, because in this case you are not purchasing any favors, or you are not buying some advancements, but what you're doing, you're just appreciating the kind of a good time that you've had together, or you're just appreciating some relationship that you've had together. So with those few remarks, I just want to thank everybody who managed to tune in, and I want to welcome them to other programs that we have, or like on a daily basis we are having some political discussions. So karibuni sana. In the morning we also have some newspaper review, and MCJs, as I give it back to you before you end, also do remind them that we are having a certain program that deals with the love matters, and that is the bed of roses. And I'm glad that you are here, and Maggie Knox is also here. Maybe there is only one person who is missing, but do remind them and tell them what they expect on Friday. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Leo, and everybody who has participated in this. Remember, we meet on this channel each and every Friday from 8 p.m. East African time, together with my co-host Maggie Knox and also Anne, where we disseminate, talk, act, and discuss issues related love. Na hii ya hii wiki itakuwa moto zaidi, because we'll be carrying forward the what we call the fatigue from Valentine, and also kama kilikuramba wakati wa Valentine ama namna gani, and be sure we are going to have a very nice program. Ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate you for joining us. To our viewers who have participated in this program, we really appreciate and happy. Kindly remember to subscribe, share, invite your friends to follow on this channel. And if you have any suggestions on how maybe we can improve our programming and ensure that we have more and more coverage, kindly get in touch with us. We wish you a lovely day, a lovely
Join us every Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for a captivating journey into the world of love, relationships, and romance, presented by the dynamic trio Maggie Knox, MC Jessie, and Annie Waweru. Bed of Roses promises to be your weekly dose of heartwarming stories, insightful discussions, and expert advice on matters of the heart. Whether you're single, in a relationship, or simply love a good love story, this is the show for you. Don't miss out on the chance to unwind and indulge in the joys and challenges of love, all brought to you by our talented hosts. Tune into Afric 24 every Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and let us guide you through the enchanting world of Bed of Roses. Subscribe now and mark your calendars. You don't want to miss this. See you there.